y'all. Happy holidays. I go by the name of Roxy Rose, and this right here is Roxy Rose Guides. Unstuffing of all my envelopes for the month of December 2024. It's the end of the year, y'all. Sorry, I got a phone call. So basically, Elon was asking me so many questions, and that really put like a huge red flag on me, because I was like, they told me to actually go into the branch so that they can make sure all my documents were real and make sure that I wasn't being scammed or this wasn't a scam. The other companies, they accepted it because they said it was me, and I had called previously, although the call was made through this company. It wasn't made through me. And the company's is from California, not where I live, which is Jersey or the East Coast. All my numbers are basically New York. So, anyway, after that, I took the day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm paying almost 10% tied. So I decided to really sit down and look at the contract that I had signed. And I realized I couldn't cancel. They had a $500 penalty if you canceled before they started running your credit. They had $1,000 if you did it within either 48 hours or how many hours they did it. So either $500 cancellation, $1,000 cancellation, or some other cancellation fees. So I actually emailed somebody and tried to do a cancellation. The person never emailed me back, but still sent me things to ask, can you add money on top of my bill? Like, oh, we'll renegotiate your credit cards with the other companies. And that's how I started knowing, like, oh my gosh, I fell for a scam. Like, these people are just trying to get as much money from me as possible. And if they don't get their money, they're basically going to try to take me to collections. So in a matter of days, I had ruined almost 100 points of my credit, and I had fell for a scam that can bring me to collections if I decide not to pay. So I was royally effed. Oh gosh. Anyway, let's get into our savings challenges. So I'm going to start with this one, and we're going to flip through each one, and then we'll see what we got. So, and this is my 50 envelope savings challenge. It's in my Etsy shop if you're interested. So I only did, I guess, 3 of them. So let's see which 3. Anyway, I went ahead and emailed the person. They didn't email me back. And that night, the man was calling because he was trying to see, did I call the company to let them know I was there and how much did they approve me for? Because they added up everything I was approved for funding. Now, meanwhile, this really got me nervous. I started looking at the Better Business Bureau and complaints online. Why I didn't do that to begin with, because I usually do that for everything, especially big things like this, like funding and financing. I just had been looking at so many companies, and I just should have looked at the reviews. The reviews said the exact story that I said. People that wanted to start businesses and they were conned out of money. A lot of them stopped where it was a $500. They realized the con after they had already signed the contract, but it was, a $500 thing. So they just paid it. Other people that they got all the way up to the money portion and they had paid it, but then they realized, like, hold on, I can't liquidate my money. Hold on, I can't use this for funding. It's just a credit card. Hold on. Why did I pay you so much? I could have done this myself. And yes, you can do this yourself. And I did it myself with 3 credit cards previously. So I felt just dumb. If there's ever a mistake, if there's ever anything to humble you, when you think you're like in the top and you're so smart and you're this and that, right? That humbled me really quickly to know that I fell for this stupid scam. So I From there, I looked at the reviews and was looking and looking and looking, and it seemed like everybody paid. Then I went on Yelp, and there was one person that didn't pay. She gave me hope because I was like looking into collections, and I'm like, what is going on? So I called one of the companies, Elon Financial Services, because I was like, you know, I wanted to know what they would have said, and I just told them everything. I told them what was happening. I wanted them to know because, you know, it just didn't seem right. They told me that it was a scam and that I should not contact them anymore. I shouldn't let them call me because I don't have to talk to them. Like a lot of people think with credit people or with things that they say that they owe you, that they can just call you incessantly. Now, at this point, this company started calling me. I had a conversation with the person that worked there. Oh, there's Brooklyn. Hold on, guys. Hi, Mama. I had a conversation with the people that work there, and this man basically told me I didn't ask enough questions and you can't go backwards, and if I don't pay, I'm going to go be sent to collections, and started berating me and basically yelling at me as if he was a scammer. Have you guys ever like had like and I don't mean to say this, but basically, have you ever had like scammers that are like from India or scammers that's from other places? They call you and they start yelling at you because you don't give them all their information. That's what he sounded like. And I've actually had that happen previously. Somebody asked me for the credit card number and I gave them like half of it and the rest I just made up, and they were upset and started yelling at me. This is what this guy sounded like. And I'm like, how are you yelling at me because I called you like a con artist? And I said, like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why am I paying you so much for something I could have done myself? And I'm calling the company. I'm calling each of these banks to check if you got your funding. Shouldn't you be able to do that? Exactly. Brooklyn's even amazed. Anyway, so we continued, and after that, I decided, you know, not to talk to them anymore. Yeah, she's trying to talk now. I talked to Elon, and they basically told me it was a scam, so I went cold turkey. I didn't talk to them. I went to all of my 3 business bureaus. I went to all 3 of the credit bureaus, and I basically did a fraud alert / like a credit freeze to make sure that nobody could open another credit card in my name. The lady basically said, it's not that you have to worry about them now. You have to worry about them years down the line because they have all your information. They have your social security. They have your addresses. They have where you work. They have all your personal information, and they can use it at any time. She also told me 2 other places. Go to LexisNexis and go to Innovis, and also sign up for a credit freeze so that they can't even sign up for store credit cards in my name. And everything says if anybody calls because I'm on a credit freeze, that they need to call my personal number before getting any activation for any credit card or anything. So after that, I was pretty happy. I did all of this within a day or 2 of speaking to the guy. So I knew I had a few days to like try to get all my ducks in a row and make sure that I was protected before they started like hounding me or coming at me or try to do something fraudulent in the back. From there, I closed some of my accounts. I didn't close all of them because I was a little afraid if they did happen to take me to collections, and if they do happen to be a legit company, I didn't want me to have no credit because I already took out the credit. It's already in my name, right? Because my credit score already went down. So I didn't want to just eliminate all the credit I had accumulated and my credit score went down. I wanted to keep some of it. I mean, listen, okay? the silver lining is if I did go to collections and during that time my credit would go down, I couldn't apply for any credit cards later anyway. So I might as well keep the ones that I have, close the ones that I can, that I don't actually leave, like the personal credit cards that weren't necessary, or some other stuff. So I try to keep some of them. And then weeks had gone by. Meanwhile, weeks where every single day these people called me back to back from 3 different numbers, about once to twice a day. Usually it'd be either earlier in the day or in the evening. The person that was the rep actually called me himself from his phone, which I don't understand why you would do that, and continue to do that. Yeah, it was crazy. I kept looking online to see if anybody else had mentioned anything on the Better Business Bureau, any updates, anything that was more current. I left a review on Yelp, and I left a review on Google to let people know that this was a scam, because like this is wild. And they're calling me every single day for like a month. I had filed a report with FTC, and I had also just tried to do everything that I could to let people know what was going on. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, guys. There is a lawsuit currently happening with this company. And when I found out the lawsuit was happening, my phone calls slowly declined and started to disappear, which is really weird. They had previously had a lawsuit where the other person won because they had been doing fraudulent practices in the past. On Better Business Bureau, you can see a lot of unethical, fraudulent, and basically they're taking advantage of people that want to be business owners and telling them that they can do credit cards in their name. But come to find out, that's completely illegal. I didn't know that at the time, but they should have known that or been able to tell us. But anyway, I called a lawyer just to get some like free advice, and he was basically like, it's illegal to apply for anybody's credit cards, personal or business. Like, I guess he had you sign a paper, but did you use the credit cards? And I was like, no. And he's like, all right, so you didn't even use the funds that were provided to you. So how can they even prove anything? They can't even take this to court and get any money back out of it. It wouldn't go anywhere. So don't worry about it. And I was like, what if they take me to collections? And they said, well, anybody could technically take you to collections, which to me meant it's not that serious, and I could always have it removed and taken away, because they'd have to prove what their side is, which is that they made me sign a paper. But they made me sign a paper for something that's not legal. So yeah. Part of the agreement, however, does say that I am not allowed to say their name in a bad light, and I don't want to be sued. So that is the reason why I'm not saying their name currently right now, but I will be saying their name in the future. So look out in 2025, because as soon as some things have come to pass after this whole scenario, and I have accepted it, I'm no longer embarrassed. I feel like I have been humbled and reminded that I'm human. And, you know, this is why so many people get into this, not this business, but into this fashion of like doing cash stuffings and trying to save money and trying to get debt free. We all are human, and we're all trying our best to figure out situations and do the best that we can in those situations. I feel bad because so many people got conned out. I refused to pay. I didn't pay. It just, something felt off. It sounds weird, but I feel like God was telling me, don't pay. Something is not right. So I didn't pay. And thank God I didn't pay, because I found out really quickly that it was a scam, and they are being sued currently right now. I hope that the lawsuit actually goes through and that, you know, they are found guilty, because so many people had lost money, and there's so many people that were in the comments at Better Business Bureau and Yelp that were like, you know, I use my hard-earned money to pay for this business, or maybe they use their credit card to pay for the business, but now their points are so low that they can't borrow any more money to get what they need to help with the rest of the funding, or they kind of closed all the credit cards because they found out it was a scam, and now they have no credit to even start the business that they originally wanted to start. So I consider myself lucky. I found out everything. It took a few days to get everything clicking, right? But I got everything that I needed to, and now I am finishing dealing with that. But so far as I know, I'm protected and I don't have to deal with. I still get phone calls. I'm not sure where they're coming from, but they haven't sent me to collections yet. And that was what the Yelp review said. I found one Yelp review with a lady that was like, I refuse. They're going to have to go drag me to hell before they get any money out of me. And basically she refused to pay, and she just said they called her every day and they still haven't sent her, and a year had passed. I tried to ask, because that was about a review from about 2 or 3 years ago. She didn't answer back, but I wanted to know what that would be. So I decided not to pay. I'm sorry. I built my credit up to 845. To have 2 days of just, in a few days, to have it be squandered and messed up by a company that's trying to fraudulently and just like take advantage of me and manipulate me, it sucks. I felt like, listen, if my credit is going to be messed up, it's going to be messed up, because I wasn't going to use my credit anyway. I decided to use my credit to try to leverage it to use for this business, but I already have my house and I have a car. I don't really need this. I don't know, but listen, it's sad. It's sad what the world is coming to. But yes, here's what I learned from this story time, or this scam situation. Do your research. And if somebody tries to rush you, don't do it. My brother says this all the time. Don't rush. Rushing is not God. Things fall into place when it's God, but rushing is not God. And I definitely should have saw that as a huge red flag, especially when it has to do with large sums of money. If it's over $10,000 and the bank ain't freely giving it to you, you need to look in and see. So I needed to do a lot more research, and I didn't do that at the time. So that is my fault. The other thing is I need to just take my time in making decisions. And currently right now, even though that situation happened and I'm still trying to make my business happen, I definitely slowed down. I've been trying to get locations. I'm waiting for zoning and different things to help me make sure that I can get the locations that I need. But y'all, it's been tough, and I feel a little defeated, I'm gonna be honest. And that's a little bit why I haven't come on here. Like, not only am I embarrassed, but I also feel defeated. And because of the way that I did it. So now I'm kind of like, I think there's still a possibility, right? This brand new year is coming up, but I think I need to do a better job of stewarding what I have currently right now. Like stewarding my house, stewarding my current job, stewarding the things that I have. And make sure that, I'm showing God that I can be responsible with everything that he's already given me, because he's given me a lot. Before I can be really trusted with other things and a new business that's going to take a lot of time, effort, and money from me. So, yeah. So there's that. It's just a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot happening. And yeah, I'm excited. And I have some other really big news that's also happened. But y'all gonna have to wait until later for me to go ahead and share that news. But yeah, so I've emptied all of my binders, all of my high all of my binders, all of my savings challenges. Oh, there's one more savings challenge. Don't forget about this one. So I took some money out of here to try to fill up for Christmas. I took some money out of here for Christmas. So I gotta go ahead and send this. It was filled up a lot more, but right now there's only $40 left. I gotta get back into cash stuffing. This really made me happy, and it really helped me to save a lot of money. Like, look, I'm not broke. I have money. I just, I also have money in my accounts. Because of this, I really haven't been taking out any cash to send. Everything's been on credit cards, which is a good thing, also a bad thing. But I've been trying to make sure to pay everything off, and my business credit cards that I've used also to pay that off. So one of my business credit cards had a promotion. If you spend a certain amount of money, you're able to go ahead and get some money back. So I use that credit card to pay for mentorship for the new business and some other things, tax things and other things for my current business. And so I've been able to use it. If anybody's interested, I have a $20 savings challenge. It's in my Etsy shop. If you're interested, you can go ahead and check it out. But basically, yeah. So now that we have unstuffed all of our binders, let's go ahead and count the money. First, we're going to start with Brooklyn's money, because we want to make sure that Brooklyn is set for success. Okay. So I'm going to organize her money really quickly. Just bear with me. I'm going to speed through this. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start counting. We have 51, 52, so that's 200. 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 400, 400, 10, 20, 30, 430, 435, 430, 40, 450, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 465, 467, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. So $487 is for Brooklyn. I'm going to round that up to 500. Okay, $487 is for Brooklyn. So I'm excited, Brooklyn, because this is going to go in her bank account. BK all day. All right. Now, let's go ahead and count this money here. Okay. So I got to take out all the prop bills because obviously this is already in the bank. And I'm trying to count how much money. Well, maybe I'll count everything to show how much I was able to save throughout the year. But then I got to take out the prop bills. Okay. So far this year, by the end of this year, I was able to save all together. This is 500. 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,400. So 1,400 I'm going to write on the side because that's what I have to take out to make sure I have the right amount. $1,400. Okay. 1,400 is in the bank. Okay, so 1,400, 1,500, 600, 700, 800. 850, 900, 950, 1,000. That's $1,000. 51, 52, 53. 3, so 300, 2,300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. $2,400. Uh-oh. Hold on. All right, sorry. 3 plus 4 is 7. So 2,700. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So 2,810. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So 2,860. 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. So $2,869 minus, so I was able to save $2,869 in all of my savings challenges and everything, at least in my binders at the end of the year. Is this all the money I saved all year? Obviously not. We had a lot of money that we were able to save, huge, and distribute during tax time, which I'm looking forward to this year as a new business, and some other times that I was able to take out large amounts of money to pay off large amounts of debt. So I hope you guys have an amazing and wonderful holiday season. I hope you enjoyed, Hanukkah. I hope you enjoyed Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, and some other holidays to come. New Year's is just around the corner. And y'all, I'm waiting because I think we all need like a big refresh. I need a big refresh for this new year. So I'm going to take this money to the bank. You see this video, it's probably already there. And yeah, I'm excited just to start this new year, have money for me, have money for Brooklyn, and just have what we need to start this new year fresh. What are your hopes for the new year? Also, have you ever been scammed? Y'all leave a comment in the bottom. If you haven't, please learn from me. Don't be like me. Learn from me. Take your time in those decisions, especially when it has to do with lots of money. There's so many scammers out here, and they come in different forms, man, and they're sly. I've never signed up for Ponzi schemes or other stuff like that before, and it threw me for a loop that I fell for this. So yeah. Have a great and wonderful holiday season. Take care. God bless. And Roxy Rose out.